Welcome everyone. This flow is aimed to release all tension and relaxing your body into the present moment. We're going to begin in a wide-legged child's pose with our forehead rested on the mat, relaxing our shoulders and mind as we dedicate this short moment for ourselves. By resting your forehead to the mat, we are also pressing into the third eye chakra. This causes an instant calming and soothing effect on the brain. On your next breath, come up high on the fingertips and begin to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, resting your left palm on top of your right for a side body stretch. Breathe deeply into your left side body, expanding the left rib cage. Inhale, coming back to center, and exhale, slowly walking the fingers over to the left and releasing down. When you take time to rest in your practice, you may find that you also cultivate this ability into your everyday life, much like you're more able to stop and just recharge. When you're ready, on an inhale, walk the fingers back to center and lift up into tabletop position for a couple rounds of cat-cow. Tucking the toes underneath, inhale, lift the gaze and drop the belly for cow pose. Holding for a moment. With each inhale, think of expansion, and each exhale, think of contraction. Exhale, rounding through the spine and untucking the toes for cat pose. Feel free to get creative by rocking back and forth or side to side. On your next inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, and hold here. And last time, exhale to release, pushing the floor against you, and playing with this pose. When you're ready, come back to a neutral spine and begin to walk your palms forward, melting your heart towards the mat for puppy pose. Elbows come to rest and the lower belly is slightly engaged to protect the lower back. When we focus on our breath, our heads become clearer, and one way to break up any kind of tension is good, deep breathing. Breathing deeply also stimulates our parasympathetic symptoms, which also calms us down. Exhale and release by dropping your belly to the mat and coming into Sphinx pose. Align your elbows under your shoulders and press your palms into your mat. Breathing here for a moment. Remember to breathe deeply. Release down onto your chest and extend your right arm straight out to your side. Palm face down and begin to roll over to your right side. With the support of your left palm on the mat, bend your left knee to plant the foot behind you or bring the knee down. resting on your right side and feeling the stretch in your right shoulder, maybe as far as your chest. Come back to center, rolling back onto your belly, and extend your left arm out long to stretch the other side. Placing your right knee where most comfortable and resting on your left side. And supporting yourself with your right palm. Feel as the weight of your body is supported by the ground beneath you. Take your last breath and roll back onto your belly. Bringing both hands underneath your shoulders and press yourself up for child's pose. Rest your hips on your heels and lengthen out your arms, or bring your arms down to your sides for a release in the shoulders. Tune in with your breath. This brings you into the moment. Come back to here and now by wiggling your fingers and lifting up, finding tabletop position. Untuck the toes underneath and lift your hips up high for downward facing dog. Bending out one knee and straightening out the other. Walking out your dog. Find some stillness and take a big deep breath in and exhale it all out. Sign out any tension. Feel free to roll out through the toes, lift the knee, and do what your body is asking you in this full body stretch. Begin to ground down through both your feet, and on an inhale, reach your right leg up the sky. Bend your right knee, and exhale, step your foot forward, planting it in between your palms. Dropping the back knee, lift your torso and rest your hands on your knees for your low lunge stretch. Allow your hips to sink down and breathe into this posture. From here, lower your arms down and shift your hips back as you straighten your front leg and flex your left foot. With a straight back, fold from your hips and allow yourself to release down. Or you can stay right here if this is enough of a stretch for you. With each exhale, go a little deeper. The goal is to bring your forehead to your knee as close as you can. Nice long breath in, nice long breath out. Bend into your front knee and shift your hips forward. Tucking the toes underneath, kick your right foot back for plank pose. Inhale and exhale, lift your hips up high, finding downward facing dog. Walk out your dog and feel release already coming into your right leg. Let's stretch out the other side now. On an inhale, left leg reaches up, bending your left knee, and exhale, big step top of the mat. Low lunge, hands to knee, and breathe. Nice long breath in, nice long breath out. Now come back down on the fingertips and straighten your front leg, finding our half splits on the other side. hinging from the hips, not the lower back, head to knee on each exhale. Allow your head to release and relax your neck. Take your final breath. Come back into your low lunge. Lift the back knee. Kick the front foot back for your high plank. Inhale here. And exhale. Lift the hips up for downward facing dog. Find some stillness. Big breath in, big breath out. Come up high on the toes as you bring your right knee to your right wrist for pigeon pose. Deep breath in and exhale. Make your way onto your elbows and rest your head on your forearms. With each exhale, see if you can really let go. Feeling the release on your right glute. Option to place a block under your forehead or rock your hips a little side to side and just feeling out the stretch. Exhale, come back on the fingertips and lift your hips up high for downward facing dog. Do as you please and enjoy this moment on your mat. Shake out your head, relax the neck, and walk out your dog. When you're ready, come up high on the toes for pigeon on the other side. Left knee to left wrist, and your hips are square. As you inhale, find length in your spine, and as you exhale, fold a little deeper, coming down onto your forearms and resting on your elbows. Option to rest on your forehead or a block. Breathing deeply and resting here. Take your final breath and on an exhale, come back onto the fingertips and lift up your hips for downward facing dog. Taking your time and doing as you please. Enjoying this moment on your mat. Come to a neutral down dog. Take a final breath in and exhale high on the toes. Shift your body weight forward and slowly making your way down onto your belly. Inhale, press into your palms and toes as you lift your chest up for baby cobra. Exhale, releasing down, and send your hips back for child's pose, our final resting pose. Arms can be out long or out to your sides. Calming the mind is yoga, and when the breath wanders, the mind is also unsteady. But when the breath is calm, the mind too will be still. If you like to end here, remain here and come up whenever you're ready. If you like to end with me, roll yourself up and bring your arms into prayer. Take a big deep breath in and exhale it all out through your mouth. Thank yourself for finding time in your day. I bow to the light in you. Namaste.